Yellow, it's your boy Kyber Clubber Lang here, otherwise known as That's No Moon, and we've just finished up the season of 5 versus 5 and ships. So I thought the stat at the bottom left hand corner of the screen, the lifetime GAC score, I thought I'd have a little fun with it, and I've pretty much spent the last 4.5, probably about 4.5 years wasting my life on this game, and also watching a lot of content on YouTube as well. So I thought the purpose of this video was to rank all the sort of mostly popular YouTubers that cover Star Wars Galaxy heroes in order of their lifetime rank. Now, let me put out a disclaimer here first. This is in no way indication of how good a streamer is. This is more about content creators making something and adding to this experience that we have. This is why we come back to it. This is why people love tuning in to their favorite YouTubers, dropping a new video, heading into a live grand arena as well. So again, this is no way a reflection on how good they are. This is also, you will have guys here who aren't necessarily PvP. Some people are very PvP focused, other people are very arena focused, other people are very territory battles focused. And also it's just a case of I have to sort of cut it off at some point. It's been about an hour since Grand Arena has finished, so if they have gone in and collected their rewards, then there may be a slight discrepancy of about 1,600 points, but you'll get the rough idea. And anyway, the referee's decision is final, so I don't want to hear any complaining out of you prima donnas either. So, right, let me head on in, and we've got 21 to get through. So, without further ado, I will hop over to coming in at number 21. And the strongest out there, because he's holding everyone up in the league table, and he can take a joke as well, is Darth Stormin, otherwise known as Paul Anthony. Now that name might ring a bell because he hosts the Escape podcast. Started off with Scotty McLaren, and now Nev is doing a fantastic job as co-host as well. And what he lacks for in PvP, he certainly makes up for in entertainment. If you haven't checked out the Escape podcast, I thoroughly advise you to go over there. It's an in-depth look at what's going on in the game. They have special guests on most week, and it's a weekly podcast as well. I think it's a Friday that it comes out. Personally, I'm a huge fan of it, and yeah, go check it out. Also, another disclaimer, Trapped in Carbonite. Now, that's another one that will hold people's GAC score, but this is only entertainment. This isn't saying who's the best out there. But bringing up the rear of the field at the moment is Paul Anthony on 126,063. Coming in at number 20. So coming in at number 20 is DL Kobe. Now you might recognize that name if you've been on, I think it was Biscuit Weasel's channel, doing GAC Hospital. And with that, he will have a look at someone's roster, have a look at their strengths, have a look at their weaknesses, and do a GAC for someone. Now this guy, DL Kobe, now don't let this 162,000 fool you. In the lower down divisions, it is harder to score higher because you place less teams and you also beat less teams on offense. So again, watch out for this guy. Not a huge streamer at the moment, 3 subscribers, but if he does take it up properly, again, he's got all the basis for having a successful channel. Coming in at number 19 is the heartthrob of the Outer Rim. He was Antimatter before you were even a glint in the milkman's eye, and his GAC streams are notorious. They're famous. They get a little bit loose, so if you are under the age of 18, look away now. But yeah, a lot of fun, and big fan of Urzatron and what he has done for this game in terms of a lot of content creators have certainly come from this guy. So props to him, and he is currently in 19 at 167,814. Next up at 18, we've got, hello, my name's Hynesy. And Hynesy is one of Aussie's finest, Down Under's finest, with ANZGC. Some really entertaining stuff with his JCs as well. Famously dressed up as a WWE or WWF referee for, I think it was an all ANZ GC matchup. But Hynesy, fantastic content creator, but bringing up in number 18 on 179,329. In at number 17 is Nev, otherwise known as The Nev, and he is Paul Anthony's co-host on the Escape podcast at 181,851, and a fellow Brit but lives in America now, I think. I'm repping Primal Battalion. This guy has more accounts than you've had hot dinners. I'm sure he was up to about a guild's worth of accounts the last time of checking, but he got triple Kyle. In all seriousness, I think he runs 3 or 4 accounts. 3 accounts I think he's playing at the moment. I think at one point he did have 4, but he's just hit triple Kyber. Word is coming in on the Telegram that he's just hit triple Kyber on all 3 accounts, and he plays all 3 accounts as well in Grand Arena, I believe, on his streams. So great content creator. As I said, a lot of love for the Escape podcast as well. And yeah, a solid performance, triple Kyber. Next up, we have Darth Biscuit, otherwise known as Biscuit Weasel. And yes, that's with a Z, as he always tells us. Coming in at 16 on, well, I had him down here as 189,350, but he's got a win in his last one, so it's 199.50. Congrats on that last win. And he also does the GAC Hospital, so that's a series 100% worth checking out as well. Had a lot of fun with that one, and very interactive with his chat as well, which is always great from content creators when they're live streaming as well. Right, moving on. And we have our first one of the big 3, the streaming triumvirate. Mola Lisa, otherwise famously known as Mobile Gamer. Very entertaining streams as well. But on the list here, he's coming in at number 15 at 201,520. And yeah, if you've played this game for any length of time, you'll know Mobile Gamer, so I don't need to go any further. But out of the big 3, he comes in 3rd. Next up, we then have, so in 14, we have Arnold T101. Again, if you've been watching this game or playing this game for any length of time, you'll know Arnold, and his live streams are pretty entertaining as well. With he got a huge crowd watching the new Galactic Legends unlock, so props for that, for raising the status of the game as well, and does a lot of testing on the newer teams. So yeah, just pipped Mobile Gamer by about 2,000 points, so he's on 203,276. So that means out of the big 3, unlucky for some, but not this guy, coming in at 13 is Cubsfanhan. Recently turned professional at YouTubing, so probably one of the nicest streamers out there in terms of interactions with chat, and yeah, seems a genuinely nice guy. But hey, this the table doesn't lie. You're coming in at number 13 and moving swiftly on. Coming in at number 12 is Deadpool Kyle, otherwise known as DPK. You might find him lurking around Urzatron's chat on a late night stream in the back with some Togrudian or something like that, ending up in the Sarlacc pit as well, very likely. But Deadpool Kyle, yeah, again, very solid content creator as well. Go check him out, and we will, or I will rather, put all the links for everyone that I've gone through who has a YouTube channel in the description. So if you do want to check out any content, hopefully this is reaching guys who wouldn't necessarily know about all the smaller creators as well. So hopefully this is a way of you exploring new creators, both or to suit your style of play, whether it's PvE or PvP. So coming in at number 11. So yeah, coming in at 11 is this mad lad? That's no moon, and yeah, bit of cheap shilling here. You can, or if you have enjoyed the content so far, please feel free to leave a like, a comment, and subscribe. At this point in the video, let me know who your favorite content creator is, and it would be great to get your feedback on who you like and why. So apologies for that. Had to pause the video there. A little bit about myself. I have a 15-month-old little daughter, and she's just teething at the moment. So she's an absolute nightmare in the evenings. So it makes recording incredibly tough as well. I've got to keep the noise down because she's next to me on the sofa at the moment, and Mrs. Moon is upstairs trying to catch up on some sleep as well. But on my channel, you'll find sort of mainly do a little bit of variety streaming, GACs, and also like event guides when I can, or when I have access to it as well. So if you struggle with like unlocking General Anakin, head on over. You never know, you might learn something. So yeah, I pretty much come in right in the middle at number 11 on 218545. So who have I got in my sights? So it is Tmoney, or otherwise better known as Tmoney G, I think she was originally. Now, Tmoney and Goodolmaurice host Operation Metaverse. That's more designed at endgame players, but the actual theory in it is very, very good. You will learn a lot from watching this. This almost like a podcast, basically. Nice in-depth discussion on it. No real time limit, it feels like, which is great. I do a lot of commuting, so I listen to a lot of these in the car as well. Repping the Wolfpack and coming in with a lifetime of 219680. But an honourable mention, out of everyone here, I think she actually got the highest single score of 45,926, which is an incredible score. And she came 34th in the whole of Division 1, so absolutely fantastic performance there. I also really like the way that Tmoney says the word button, and you think, what do you want about? Well, I've noticed that she says the word button. There's a little pause in the middle, so there we are. Nice interesting fact for you. Go check it out and have a listen for yourself. So coming in at 9 with 220467 as a lifetime score is Indigo, repping the Death Star Whale Clubbers. Now, he'd recently had 2 matches in a row with Arnold, from one set of 3 to another set of 3. My money was actually on Indigo for these 2 fights, but Arnold won both of those fights, weirdly enough. They were both really, really, like, it was great to get both perspectives. So obviously go check out Indigo's videos, and you can have a look at Arnold's videos as well. But yeah, that was pretty interesting. I think Indigo mainly focuses on GAC, but yeah, you can learn a lot from this guy in terms of his counters, and yeah, a lot of fun as well. So in at number 8 is my second favourite Frenchman, after, well, he's, sorry, not the second favourite, he's the second Frenchest guy that I know. First Frenchest guy that I know was Cador Wouter, and unfortunately, RIP Cador, he no longer plays Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes, one of the good ones taken away from us. But this guy, Skel, also known as Skelturix, I've actually faced up against him, and it's not a surprise that he absolutely wrecked me. Coming in at 228859 and number 8 on our list as well. More of a raid guy, he said, but I beg to differ. I think he's quite a good PvP guy as well. But yeah, coming in at number 8, but very, very close with number 7. And here, another fellow Brit along with the Nev is DB Official, and he's been streaming or making videos for a long, long time, arena counters, and does his GACs, does pretty well in GACs as well, repping AOK, Ashes of Korriban, if I remember rightly, and had a good outing, came nearly top 1,000 this time round, and a lifetime score of 229324. So DB Official doing pretty well there, actually. and I think has got a lot of stuff going on. Just had a new baby recently and moved house as well. So yeah, congrats for keeping up the content as well. Okay, coming in at number 6 is Ranger J 1999. Now, I'm pretty sure he does Reality Skewed Gamers or is part of that. Apologies if any of this is wrong. I'm just going off, I'm kind of ad-libbing off what I remember from each. Remember, I've got 21 guys on this list, so some of the details may be a little bit fuzzy. But Ranger J coming in at 234002. More tip of the spear stuff, but if it is Reality Skewed Gamers, then yeah, do a lot of good stuff in terms of streaming and some charity work if I remember right. So definitely worth checking out. I'm sure they do like the lunch hour as well, but yeah, a lot of content out on that channel as well, so go check that out. So now we're getting into the power hour. We're getting into the dizzy heights of top 5 new content. You might also know as, if you watch his streams, ItsjustIan, probably one of the better theory crafters out there. Very useful in terms of using his whole roster. Very, very efficient, super efficient. Championship rank of 332 in Division 1. That's no joke. It looks like he won his last match because he's got more points than I originally wrote down about half an hour ago. So he comes in at 238447. But at the time of writing, so he's in at number 5. Let me see if number 4, because this could make a difference to 5 or 4. So let me have a look, because they are very, very close. Okay, so coming in at number 4, but we'll give them the benefit of the doubt because I know some people haven't gone in and collected their rewards yet, was Dagger, 487. And, well, currently he's on 237782. But as I said, I've got to cut it off at the time of writing. Them's the rules. That's what you get. Don't want to hear any complaining about it. So he's coming in. So yeah, just nervously keeping on to position 4 there is Dagger. Also streams or does content with Deadpool Kyle, so go and check them out. And as I said, I'll leave all the links in the description below as well. So now coming into the top 3 is EndAllBeAll. Now, if you're ever stuck for teams to put on defense or teams that might be a little bit, left field, go check out EndAllBeAll's channel. This guy, talk about knowing how to use his whole damn roster. Know he worked a lot on his scoundrels as well, and he gets them absolutely firing on offense as well. Haven't seen some streams for a while from him just because of real life commitments, but an incredibly solid player and understands pretty much all the mechanics. It's like that Zach Galifianakis gif where all the maths is going, and you can see it happening in real time as well. But yeah, absolutely fantastic player. Would 100% recommend EndAllBeAll. And as I said, it's even worth going in and watching one of his streams just to see what sort of defense that he sets and what sort of offense he uses. You'd be quite surprised, and you'd have like some pretty interesting synergies as well with characters that you might not be using in your roster, so get the most out of it. So that was number 3. And lifetime score there is 239773. Coming in at number 2. Now, I've got an admission here. I haven't actually seen any of Bitcoin's videos. I see him pop up on my timeline every now and then. I hear very, very good things about this guy, and actually, like, probably one of the best theory guys in the game at the moment. So that is something that I will be doing over the next couple of weeks as we're all locked down anyway, so there's going to be plenty to watch. But yeah, so this guy, and this actually sort of proves it as well. In terms of that, you don't get a lifetime score of 242704 from being sat with your finger up your behind, So yeah, as I said, well, I can't recommend going to his channel, but all I can say is that I've heard very, very good things about the channel. I've not personally seen anything from Bitcoin. Again, there are so many content creators out there, and life is so busy as well. It's up to you to find ones that you like as well. So this guy I will definitely go and check out. Looks like he's got all the credentials anyway, and as I said, I've heard very, very good things from a shard mate of his, and other people who've seen his videos as well. So who does that leave us with on rank number 1? So rank number 1 in lifetime score, and remember this is only a bit of fun, and as I said, let us know in the comments where in that leaderboard you would come. And yeah, I know now what you're gonna say. Yeah, I would have beaten them. I would have been number 1. Yeah, right. So Goodolmaurice has got 243,274 lifetime score. So that is huge, absolutely huge. And just as a perspective as well, where was I again? I was in number 11 at 218,545. So that's around about 20-25 wins, depending on which GAC we're in, more than myself as well. So that just puts it into perspective. But yeah, hopefully you've enjoyed it. It has been a little bit of fun. Hopefully some of the content creators see this, and it's just a little bit of friendly rivalry anyway, for the guys, because it's not, and it's also nice for you to see how you're doing and getting things in perspective as well. And once again, if you have enjoyed the video, please feel free to leave a like, a comment, interacting with it as well. It'd be great to see your thoughts on this video, whether you liked it, whether you didn't. And yeah, if you want to see some future content, some Grand Arena streams, some event theory as well from myself, please feel free to leave a subscribe. And there's also a Discord server where we talk about Grand Arena, where we theory craft about games, and different squads as well. But there are a lot more knowledgeable guys than me out there, let's put it that way. But yeah, hopefully that was a little bit of fun, and hopefully you go and check out some of these guys, their content. Goodolmaurice is Tmoney's counterpart on Operation Metaverse, so 100%. I know I listened to a lot of that, so I can 100% recommend that one. So yeah, and if you've enjoyed, please feel free to smash that like button. Right, I'm going to leave you with it. Let us know how you fare against the top boys and the tip of the spear in PvP, and I will see you all next time. Cheers, guys.